Hey, what's going on, everyone? Patty's Luck here, and I'm here with another one of my favorite hunter builds. This go around, we're going to talk the solar subclass. This is another beginner level hunter build, and it's pretty easy to put together, and it's a lot of fun to use, so let's get going. For armor, this build is centered around Shards of Galanor. This build does a lot with throwing knives, and the shards support this, where throwing knife final blows decrease the cooldown of your super, and also when using Blade Barrage, hits and final blows return super energy back to you. For armor mods, I like to use hands-on, focusing strike, heavy-handed, and solar weapon surge. The key for weapons is going to be anything with incandescent for our build. I found that using Trustee with incandescent is extremely powerful, where incandescent spreads scorch to those nearby when defeating enemies. More powerful combatants cause scorch in a larger area. Calus Mini-tool with Incandescent is also another great option, and if you want to run an exotic in the slot, you can't go wrong with Sunshot. For power weapon, Dragon's Breath is definitely a top tier. Apex Predator with Incandescent is also really good, and if you prefer machine guns, Avalanche with Incandescent is also a good option. For the subclass, it's going to be Gunslinger, Blade Barrage, Gambler's Dodge, Triple Jump, and Knife Trick. With Knife Trick, you throw a fan of flaming knives that will scorch targets. I also prefer Healing Grenade because with throwing knives in close quarters, healing grenades are also a way to keep yourself alive. For the aspects, we're going to use Knock 'em Down. With Knock 'em Down, your solar supers are enhanced. In this case, Blade Barrage is going to launch more projectiles, and while Radiant, final blows with your equipped throwing knife fully refunds your melee energy. That means each time you use your throwing knife trick, we defeat enemies with them, it's automatically going to recharge your melee ability. With Blade Barrage, throwing more projectiles, we have a higher chance of getting that super energy back with the Shards of Galanor. For the other aspect, we're going to use Gunpowder Gamble, and this name lives up to its reputation. It is absolutely a gamble if you're not used to running this. With Gunpowder Gamble, defeating targets with solar abilities, solar buffs, or solar weapons charge up an improvised solar explosion. In other words, after so many solar kills, we get a throwing grenade that we can use. What makes this a gamble is that it's slotted where your healing grenade is at. So if you're in the midst of a fight and you're not really paying attention and you go to use your healing grenade, this can come out instead and it can blow you up. What's great about this aspect is when you throw Gunpowder Gamble into the air and shoot it while it's still in the air, you can cause ignition on all the enemies that it surrounds. This build has the ability to focus on ignition, where a large solar explosion which deals damage in an area around the target and also can stun unstoppable champions. For our fragments, we're going to use Ember of Empyrean, where our solar weapon and ability final blows extend the duration of restoration and radiant, meaning we'll get more out of our healing grenades. We're also going to use the Ember of Torches, where our powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. Next is Ember of Ashes, where we apply more Scorch stacks against targets. Scorch stacks are important because Scorch is what will set off ignitions. Our fourth fragment is Ember of Singeing, where our class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. With Incandescent and Knife Trick, we will consistently be scorching large areas. So as you can see with all of our weapons using Incandescent and our aspects and our fragments set up to cause scorch and ignitions, we should be able to cause a large amount of solar damage in most endgame content. Right now in the current season, pre-final shape, the artifact is completely loaded with additional perks to support our solar ability. We have Rays of Precision, where Radiant, Solar Precision final blows will cause combatants to ignite. Revitalizing Blast, where causing damage with a solar ability weakens champions and bosses for a short duration. There's also Heart of the Flame, where casting your solar super grants nearby allies radiant and increases the damage of your super for nearby allies. There's also Flint Striker, where rapid solar weapon precision hits and rapid solar weapon final blows grant radiant. Kindling Trigger is also here, where radiant causes solar weapons to apply scorch to unscorched combatants. With this build, you want to enter the fight continuously throwing your knife trick at targets that you know are going to die from it. This will give you super energy and fully recharge knife trick back. That way you can keep using it. Keep an eye when your healing grenade turns to Gunpowder Gamble, then throw it at large groups of enemy combatants and shoot it while in the air. Cause an ignition that will explode and spread scorch to nearby targets. Run an energy weapon with Incandescent or power weapons such as Dragon's Breath, Apex Predator, or Avalanche will continually spread scorch and ignitions that will significantly wipe out adds in any game content. Well, that's all there is for this build. Like I said, it's pretty easy to put together, and as long as you keep an eye on Gunpowder Gamble, this is a really fun build that beginner players can use in harder level activities. So we're a still young channel, we're growing, and we've had a lot of new subscribers over the last couple of weeks, and I appreciate those that are following along with our hunter builds. If you continue to like what you see, or if this is your first time coming onto the channel, appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, or drop a comment below to tell us about your favorite solar build or what you think about this build. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, stay lucky, gamers.